The underlying bill actually had a piece in it that would allow for doctors to write a prescription, and when it got to the pharmacy, the patient couldn't the pharmacist couldn't substitute it if that person was on had a stable chronic disease. Now, what that was saying is, if you have something that is significant, a chronic disease, and you show up there at the doctor's office, the pharmacy, and you were given a brand name product for something, right now, the pharmacist can switch it over to a generic right away. Now, they may not sound so bad, but the difference is some generics have a very narrow therapeutic window, just as some brandeds do. And if you're already established and you have a chronic disease and you're established on something that works, it really doesn't make a lot of sense to allow the pharmacist to switch, especially given the fact that pharmacists are actually incentivized to switch to generics to save money. So the part in this bill that we're amending and we're taking out is important because it was going to give the opportunity for the prescription as it stood from the physician to stand. Right now, what has to happen, the physician has to write DAW, dispense as written on that prescription. But unfortunately, our physicians are extremely busy. Because of all the mandates we put on them, they're seeing 30, 40 patients a day. They're running through there. They don't have time to say, hey, wait, because they have a long time that they're seeing the patient. Whereas a pharmacy, they're filling tons of prescriptions. But guess what? They have the opportunity each time to fill that prescription while the patient waits. So the onus really should be on the pharmacy not to be switching things. Now, I say that because I understand, and I think the speaker was involved in this bill in the beginning, that this is still a very good thing. It's alive and well maybe for a future year. But it's really worth mentioning that it's something we need to look forward to, even though we're cutting it out the bill this year. So with respect to the amendment as it is, the amendment is good. It makes some good labeling changes. And I certainly hope to have a lot of support next year when we relook at the underlying bill. So I encourage my colleagues to support the amendment. Thank you, Madam Speaker.